always watching out. Ain't no one else but us in the end, no better option now. Keep my shit low key, you all know me, I'm somewhere out the way. Swing on that booster, look like Batman peeling out the case. Bros around here been messed up for COVID, got them playing bang, they spraying things. Tried to warn the bros, let's film it. Shit ain't one the bros, the Holly and that wood ain't what it claims. Eagle green, we stacking Philly cheese, team out here making place. In the east, we ball like NFC, shit's always up in stakes. Money piling, shrimp fillet, medallions and creme brulee. Creme de la creme, baby, I'm him, that ain't no other. Being on the side of God, I've never pressed the better eyes. Baby, new sauce got different horses.
We back with another one.
Another one.
Back. But we ain't back. You know, every time we come back, we do it bigger and bigger. So last time we just had, you feel me, just one big behind us. But, you know,
Yeah.
what y'all know about them?
Got the Crocs. He's official. I gotta get hip right now. I got the confirmed on the band. That's a nice right there.
How you supposed to be?
Huh?
Oh, I was just gonna say, how you supposed to be a big stepper if you ain't got big on your shoes?
Man, I'm telling you, man. How you supposed to be a stepper, man? I gotta get me some Crocs, man. I'm ordering me some right now.
It literally says confirmed big stepper. That's what it says.
There it is, man.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You know the next thing you need?
What's that?
Make you some socks. I'll get them. I love socks.
Socks. My producer, he's taking notes, man. You gonna get some socks?
All right.
Definitely the socks. Sock it, Tim.
Going, man.
Life's
Say
good.
that again.
Life's good. That's dope, man. Life is good. Hold on. So something. You got that money in the bank. Did you hear Lil Scrappy say he got the WWE pays him because that's his money in the bank is his trademark? You believe that?
So I didn't know that they did use his song a couple years ago for the pay-per-view Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I didn't know he owned that trademark. Like,
yeah, he said they pay him. I don't know if it was a one-time fee, but they said they pay him. You know, every time they use. I don't know. What is it though? What is the Money in the Bank?
it's a ladder match to see who can go up and grab the briefcase first. Whoever gets it can cash in a championship match or either one of the top championship or really any championship anytime you want. So in storyline, you know, it can just be like the champion just finished the match and they music hit and they running out with the briefcase like start the match right now and again. I'm in it.
Okay. Has that ever happened?
Oh yeah. It's a big thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Big.
I think the last dude waiting cashed it in. When did he wait and cash it in till? My man's tall dude, tall light skinned dude, tall big light.
Oh yeah, Damian Priest.
Yeah, and they wait and cash it in.
Yeah, yep. He waited until dude won the championship for like 3 minutes, and he ran out on his ass and took it.
I was like, that's the smartest shit ever.
Yeah.
He just had a championship match, run up on him, beat his ass, take it.
No Diddy on what I said, because I say he ran up on his ass and took it. No Diddy.
Oh, dude. Out of context is already fire.
You see dude at the graduation trying to troll. He said, he said, thank you, P. Diddy, thank you, Sean Combs at his graduation.
No, I didn't say it.
That was so corny. He was like this one dude who was, I guess he was graduating high school, looked like high school. He said, I want to thank Sean Combs and I want to thank P. Diddy. I'm like, no, for what? That was weird.
Very high school.
I'll let him slap only because it's high school. And probably back then I would have thought some lame shit like that was funny. Like if I wouldn't have did it, but if my friend or somebody did it, I'd have been laughing.
Yeah.
If somebody need to tell him that's it, cut that lame shit off now.
Nah, I don't need to be doing that.
The Popo think it's water, Playboy.
Yeah, for moonshine?
The Popo, this is some Hornitos tequila.
Hornitos is pretty good. Have you had the Rock tequila? That's the Rock tequila, ain't it?
On the Rock? The Rock. Yeah. No, I had it. I did have it one time, but that ain't it.
Terramana's good.
Kevin Hart got some good tequila too. I don't know the name.
Kevin Hart's is good. Kevin Hart's is good.
I guess that's the thing. Rappers used to have cognac and shit. Now they got their tequila.
My gosh, just leave my tequila alone. I don't need no big nigga on the front of it.
Right.
Take the old school.
I do want some opinions. Before we came on camera, we were talking about some music. So I think y'all might know I'm about to go with it.
Gosh.
Carter 6.
Let's talk about the Carter 6. I think he should have had more rappers from his era that could have helped him out. Just like a nostalgia act, you know what I mean? He should have, on the Carter 4, he used that one beat 3 different times and had different rappers on it just to showcase their skills. I feel like he should have did something like that if he was struggling to have songs like, hey, get this beat and do it a few times. No experimental songs. Take that Island Holiday, the songs with Jelly Roll, take that shit off.
Yeah.
That does
You
not
like the
belong
one
on
with
the
Jelly
Carter
Roll?
series.
Sharks in the
It's
water. It's kind of catchy, but
it's saying like there ain't always sharks in the water and there ain't always snakes in the grass. Like, okay, and people ain't always in their house. Like, what you? Anyways, the Manny Fresh collab should have been a banger.
yeah.
If you see Wayne and Manny Fresh at any time in history, you like, oh, this is going. And it didn't. It didn't. Better beat selection just overall, just throughout. And last thing, I think he should have made it one of his mixtape series, like I'm Not a Human Being or something, or Sorry for the Wait, instead of the Carter series. So that's my take on it. He's not,
Listen,
it's not dumb, but it's not up to the Carter standards.
I'm glad you say that because a lot of like I hate to use this movie like the movie White Man Can't Jump 2. That was a good movie. The only thing was wrong with it, it was called White Man Can't Jump 2. Sometimes that title puts a false, that's a good point there. Like the Carter series one, you know what I mean? We felt Carter 3, 1,000,000 copies in 1 week, 1,000,000, you know what I mean? Like, I see what you're saying. That's a good point. I don't know. I think Wayne he had a good run and it was a turn. Like Wayne touched your beat and you forgot who the original song went to. 100 and something feet, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But did you see what Bryson Tiller said the other day? He said, y'all want me to put out Trap Soul again. He said, I ain't gotta put out Trap Soul again. He said Frank Ocean ain't gotta put Agent Orange. What was it? Orange Channel Orange again. Like, that was my pinnacle. Like he said basically said I ain't gotta live up to like Trap Soul was my. He said I ain't gotta put out. I ain't got y'all want me to do it, but I ain't gotta do it no more. Like I didn't did it already. Like that was a good point. You gotta watch it. He just made a post on Instagram about a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve for artists a lot of times when you don't roll with their journey. Instead, you just roll with they work. So then you go to the concert and then they like play that one song. That's a pet peeve for a lot of artists. Where
Yeah.
it's like you don't even understand me, bro. Where it's like that kind of shit. Like you say you a fan, but you ain't really a fan. Yeah, I understand. I heard some nigga from the north, man. Cause northern niggas look at Wayne, especially ones that are like our age or a little older. They look at him a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Someone it was basically saying, is he a mixtape artist? Is he because I'm like in the South we regard the first 3 Carters as like all of them smacking. The niggas in the North was like, are you sure he's not just a mixtape artist? And because the Carter 5 wasn't like that, and now the Carter, you know what I'm saying? Can you really put his albums really up there with all this stuff? And I'm just like, they have a point. I just don't know if I believe it because I fuck with the first 3 Carters. But
Yeah,
I'm like,
Percy Carters.
we the niggas from the South and we from that age group. So it's like, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard for us. But then at the same time, I'm kind of seeing what they're saying because when that shine is rubbed off of Wayne, it's like he's not even, I'm not going to call him not a fundamental artist. But you know what I'm saying? It's like,
A lot of popcorn,
it's,
a lot of
yeah, it's a lot of that. And then I think the production failed him, bro. Big time. Beat selection, the actual production of it. I don't think it was produced well, even though they got big people. In my head, I'm thinking like, damn, did Birdman not pay somebody again? Like, is it, they hold out? They just send them the MP3s? They ain't send them the whole track out. Like, what's going on with the production, Birdman? I need more money in the production. You feel me? So, and then they was calling that. They said he was giving MAGA.
Talking about I'm a red elephant like Trump.
Yeah, man. They said he was giving a lot of MAGA raps in there. And they said when Trump pardons you, that's what you do. He said you either go MAGA before so you can pardon, or you got to put out the way that after 9/11 that they was putting out God Bless Americas and shit like that.
Remixes and shit.
Yeah. New York.
Yeah,
Man.
that's what you got to do for Trump. I said, this is crazy, man. Y'all conspiracy theories is wild, bro. Wow. That's funny.
I give Kanye this same grace. I'll give it to Wayne too. I don't think he's just a mixtape rapper. And it kind of ties into what you said about Tiller. Once you put that project that you known for out, that's it. I mean, not that's it. A lot of people want more, but you known for that, and nobody can ever take that away from you. So he has those first 3 Carters that were like peak. The Carter 4 dipped some, but it was still good rapping and good songs, and I think it still belongs in the Carter series. 5 it does start to feel. Yeah, he had the game in a headlock for a while, so we give him his flowers on that.
And then I guess the first one is they was trying to argue he wasn't going head to head with real lyricists. They said he was going against T.I., Jeezy, Gucci. And I'm thinking in my head, like, I thought he was going against Jay. I thought that was like an active thing. Like, not going against him, but like pitting them as like these are the 2 best type shit at the time. So
They were.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like some people have revisionist history when we look back at some of that shit.
As far as like 05, 06, 07, that was like Jeezy's prime. That was like they do make a little point there. Like Jay-Z's era, I think Jay-Z's prime was more early in it. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
But Jay-Z also, I think, benefited from the deaths of Tupac and Biggie, because I don't think he would be Jay. Like, he could have never been king without
Biggie for sure.
That's what I'm saying. He couldn't even been the king of his town. And then Big L, if he wouldn't have died, I don't know. That's another one. So it's like
knocks him down.
It's all a benefit, whatever. His album tip. Do you feel like the archetype of just specifically his albums, like that it's antiquated, like that some of it sounds, you was like, it sounds like an album that might have been 2010. Like some conceptually, I could hear this in 2010, like you making this and it like popping. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a lot and I think that rap is just that like this witty rap with really no substance. I think that kind of died. Like,
okay, I agree
you got
with
the
you.
R&B singing niggas talking about sad and that, they got a little story. You got the drill nigga, drill. They just talking about straight killing. Like, I think that just kind of died. I still think it's Wayne on there, but I think that whole little just, a whole verse of just random punchlines. He might tie some shit together, but for the most part, it's just, just catchy metaphors and and bars. So I don't know. It's just hard to say. Like, I'm a Wayne fan, and I said I hate to see him go out like this. Like, he could make a kill, just turn on his old shit. You know what I mean? Like,
what makes it weird is like some of the old niggas is still in the game making money off his shit though. Like DJ Quick just dropped a cold verse. Who did I just listen to? Busta Rhymes just dropped a cold verse with Lil Russell. It was like old niggas is still like finding ways to still be effective in the rap game. Like, I think it's our perception of it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's just our perception. I don't think he's bad. I think the culture's changed on him, like you said. Like that rap, like the young niggas ain't into that. Like you said, they into getting money, drill music, like you said, or like on that R&B shit. You feel me? But a lot of it's like killing, drugs. Like Wayne's almost like he's almost like Unc or something.
he is.
What do you know the thing? He's been on within the last couple of years some Griselda tracks, some tracks with other people where he's really rapping.
Corday, Saturday mornings with Corday.
Right. And it's got substance, you know what I mean? Something you can feel and grab.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know what happens in his head when he decides, oh, this is the Carter. You know what I mean? It's like
that's what I was gonna say. Maybe haunted by your expectations type shit, where it's like You know, just like a nigga's like he's so cold in practice, but then when we get out in the games, he's just good. But he's so cold in practice, and that's what people were saying about the mixtape shit. You know what I'm saying? When the pressure's not on him, he's killed. When he drops on other people's beats,
Yeah.
but then when he does his own, he don't do. He don't got Manny Fresno. You know what I'm saying? Producing a lot of. It's just a lot of shit's changed, man. So
Would you want to hear another album from Wayne?
I would give Wayne benefit of the doubt still. And I'm not even a crazy Wayne fan, but I'm a Wayne fan. I give you one more chance. But wait, there's more. Her and her team created the Friend D mobile app, designed to support individuals experiencing cognitive impairment, known as CI, as well as their caregivers, healthcare professionals, and family members. Available in an app store near you, Friend D combines mind exercises, information tracking, and assessment tools to help manage and potentially slow or reverse the progression of CI. The name Friend D blends the Greek word for brain, friend, with the concept of a friend, symbolizing the app's goal to be a supportive companion in brain health.
When Wayne came here, the talks was, is he gonna perform his old stuff? I just don't get why he's doing this to himself. I just don't get it why he's just going out like this. Like you could just
Unforced thirds. This is the unforced third, nigga.
real talk.
That's a
If you can do
turnover,
a Carter, if he came out, I'm doing a Carter 1, 2, 3, you know what I mean, concert tour.
What is it? No ceilings.
Yeah.
And not free. Yeah. It's just like
Sorry
that.
for the
We be
wait.
like, yeah. We be like, we pulling up.
Right.
You know what's crazy?
What's
He
that?
might not remember his lyrics from there, bro. He doesn't write them down. And that's not just a gimmick thing that he says that he doesn't write his stuff down. And he's made so much music that I'm not kidding. I think he even said this. He's like, I don't really remember some of my old stuff. And thank you to the fans. Cause Wayne's always in his own world. He be acting like he don't know what's going on with certain rappers and stuff. He was like, thank you to the fans. There's this website I found and y'all was writing my lyrics down for me. And I used that. So like he don't know his own shit, bro.
He's never heard of Genius lyrics or whatever.
That's what he was on, something like that. But he was like thanking fans like, I thank y'all because y'all go take your time to write it down. But he doesn't probably have a notebook, you know what I mean, or a database in his phone or something that just has all his stuff. He doesn't have that. He's
Because I went to concert. He didn't perform. I don't think he performed. I think he performed a Millie, but he didn't really touch Carter 1 or Carter 2. It was a pretty good concert though.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure it still is, but like, come on. That's so nostalgic. I'd be kind of upset. Like, I went to Erykah Badu and she came out late, so she got cut off early, so I didn't get to hear Tyrone.
At the waterfront?
Yeah, you was there.
Damn. I heard about it though.
Yeah. It was good though. It was a hell of a concert. And then she had Thundercat, Dragon Ball Do-Rag before too.
yeah.
Okay.
It was cool.
He's got some bangers.
He does. He can play the shit out of instruments.
Before we get in our top 5, damn, Bitcoin is falling. Crypto is falling. Before
Yeah,
we get
I'm
top 5,
watching. I'm still gonna ride the wave.
you still got to. You got to. Before we get into our top 5s, have y'all seen Sinner?
Yeah.
We talked about it. You remember?
He's seen it twice. I've seen it once.
Seen it for the first time 3 days ago.
Okay, can't wait to hear your review.
Don't get me wrong. I'm thinking it's gonna be 90, 5, A plus, maybe 92, A. It's a B movie, maybe even B minus, but a lot. I didn't. I don't know. I think it was a tad overhyped. It took too long to get to the climax, and like 5 minutes. I didn't get Then the way it ended, I didn't. The Klansmen coming and killing. Where'd the vampires go? Are they the vampire? I don't know. It wasn't.
They got killed.
Huh?
Vampires got killed by the sun.
Yeah, the vampires got killed by the sun. So did the white guys sick the vampires on? Did they have something to do with the vampires? Like I didn't.
Vampires.
Marcus is good at breaking it down. He actually did a whole breakdown. I'll let him go.
The vampires cloak themselves under the guise of whiteness. So all white people look out for each other. No matter if they're Italian, Polish, this and that, blah, blah, blah. They didn't even check Remy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't even check Remy. So it's just like, you know, white people will help out. As long as it's under the guise of whiteness, like they'll help out the worst of them, them other.
And remember,
Because that's the code that they live by.
the vampire ran up in the house and the Indians came chasing him, and the white people stuck together and got ate the fuck up.
And that's how it started.
Yeah.
And that's how he even infiltrated them. It's because they have this guys. The way that white people have taken over the world historically, they did it not because England's the best, France is the best. They did it. They went in there and said, "We all gonna do this together under the band of whiteness." That's how we can all have collective power. Because these countries are really nothing but the size of states when you go over there. So it's like, how did you get this much money? How'd you get this much power? They went into Africa all together. France, Germany, England, Italy. They all went in there and raped it. They all cut Africa into pieces and then, you know, took their resources, rubber, tires, gold, diamonds, this and that. And that's how they built their wealth. So when you go back to their countries, that's how they got everything. That's why Africa's so confusing. Like, why you niggas French? Why you niggas this? Why you niggas that? Why is, you know, why y'all got dual citizenship and Jamaicans can go to England, and Indians can go to England and all this shit? It's all because they did it all under the guise of whiteness.
Okay. But it was shot
It is
beautifully. I love
confusing.
the action.
It's dense and it is confusing. I'm not gonna lie to you. He might have tried to put too much in it.
I think so too.
He might put too much.
I think it could be in like about another 30 minutes longer.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. It didn't have to be so dense. It was.
I think it's just deeper than surface level. Like as he's trying to explain, like it's something that simply happens on to your eye, but like if you get someone to break it down, it's a little deeper than like what meets the eye. Like, oh, it's just a vampire movie, but it's like no, the symbolism behind the stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he chose Irish people because the Irish people were slaves to the Roman Empire, so it was white slaves. So it's like, nigga, you should know what it's like, and you still out here on that bullshit.
Okay.
Kind of deal. It's a lot. It's a lot of. It's so much historical shit that you kind of got to know, and even if you don't know, you have to go look up because even there's a lot of shit I didn't know. A lot of shit.
I'm gonna look up the 10 bits. I'm gonna, and you know, try to watch it again, man.
What I did like the most is the ode to the blues music, though. I went back and listened to some Muddy Waters and shit like that. Like, that nigga Muddy Waters, that nigga was Future. That nigga was off the your digs. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get folded tonight. Whoever's trying to light up, you know, he was one of them original niggas talking about why is marijuana illegal? We should be able to do our dope whenever we want to and shit. I'm like, yeah, you know, blues music is what everything comes from.
Yeah.
And folk. And then when you think about American folk music, we stole all that from Irish music. So that's why he also used Irish music because bluegrass, all that stuff, all goes back to Irish music. All the music they brought with. So America doesn't have no real music. It has no real music. It has Irish music, it has blues music, and it has whatever Native Americans or indigenous people were doing. There's no real culture and shit like that. So it's crazy. It's crazy. All our music comes from Irish people and black.
Yeah.
And one last thing, do you ever pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
Over the score, you know, it got 100.
Seen it. I seen it got 100. I seen
And they
it.
be stingy. They be
do.
stingy.
It's real stingy. I seen it. It's up there. I guess I was expecting a lot more. I don't know. But it was
I was too.
Michael B. Jordan did his thing. To act with two different people.
Thought it was the best he's ever acted in. I've ever seen him act, boy.
It's gonna get movie of the year.
You know, people were saying.
When my coworker said the same. When my co-host said, my producer said the same thing.
No, not to a black director. And
just tell me a movie that's better.
I don't know. Find one. They will find one and hype it up. I don't know why you.
Yeah, they will.
I don't doubt them, Marcus. I don't doubt that they'll find one.
They gonna be Queen Victoria, nigga. It'll be Anne Hathaway, nigga. It's Queen Victoria, nigga, coming down with 3 Oscars, looking like Kendrick at the BET Awards. She's just gonna be walking around like that, nigga, walking around niggas in centers and shit.
The only one that I feel like is gonna be hyped on this level is 28 Years Later, because it's been so long.
That, the 28 Days Later. That's a scary fucking movie. The way it was shot. That's a
I
good.
need to watch it.
Yeah, 28 days.
28 days later, 28 weeks later, and
I ain't seen
then
weeks yet.
28 years later comes out.
What are
in
they
July.
on?
Pluto.
I had to
I have to look them up.
okay,
Then.
because I had to find it on my jailbroken app.
I just watched it like 2 days ago. It's on Pluto.
Okay.
Pluto TV.
Damn. Okay.
My producer said if y'all ever want to talk wrestling, like he's the biggest wrestling guy. Like
Tell him to look in my back behind me. Like we can tell him we can have him on here one day, and we can. I
No,
mean,
we
look,
can just do. Yeah, y'all two
y'all
can
like
get at
one
it.
of y'all. Yeah, he's seen that. Like he's a big wrestling guy. Like he went to he's actually watches it. Like y'all up neck and neck.
tell him I watch AEW a lot more than WWE.
You watch AEW? He gave you a face like that.
And I feel the same about WWE, even though I'm a fan of it all, but I just don't like their style.
He said the wrestling AEW is better, but the story you heard it. Okay.
And that's
That's
the
exactly what he.
that's the
that's what-
conversation behind it.
I feel like that's what real wrestling fans can agree to.
Yeah.
We can compromise.
One is for stories, one is for wrestling. Personally, and this ain't no diss. If I want to see like, oh, the best stories, I'm gonna go watch some movie or by a good director. Like when I turn on wrestling, I want to see the best wrestling. But stories does drive home the point of wrestling, though. Like I said, I ain't dissing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You're silly.
I got one final thing before we do our top 5. We ain't got to talk about it, but Kendrick is performing in Toronto tonight. Is he going off like Kobe with 81?
That's wild. Yeah, it's just
I don't know. I didn't even look at that.
because his tour's been looking crazy.
Drake is live streaming with Casanat as a diversion tonight. If y'all wanted to
Yep.
know.
Really? Wow. Constant Knot's in his bag. He know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I thought with Kai.
He's got to pay. He's got to pay for all that shit he just did.
Grammy University.
Like,
Yeah,
he did like $3 million a month off his subscription services, just off the streams.
I think they said he pays out of his pocket like $30 million a year. Out of his pocket, that's his budget, I guess. To do what he does. He spent $30 million last year.
Damn.
Got to be advertisement and
Got it.
all that.
But his deal over at Twitch is like over twice as much as us. So, or what he turned down. What he turned down. So it's like
You see Wale get mad because he didn't know who he was.
he went on a little run, didn't he?
Who?
Wale you talking about on Button?
No, not on Button. I don't know where he went on. Kai, he seen Kai. They was somewhere. He said, "What's up, bro? I'll play Switch. I'll bust you." And he's streaming. So Kai gets in the car. The chat's going crazy. There was somebody named Wale. He said, "Who's Wale?" And his security, that's Wale. What does he do? He's a rapper. Really? So a couple of days later at the BET Awards, Wale goes, "Man, what you did on Twitch making me look stupid. We'll talk about it." I'm like, bro, like the dude's 23, bro. Like he's old enough to be a son. Like, and you weren't that popular of a rapper. You was never like really mainstream. And when you was popping, what was it, 15 years ago, 13 years ago? That nigga was 10. He wasn't, I don't know. I think he was just being a girl. Yeah, he said, "Who's Wale?" He said, "Wale."
Like Lotus Flower Bomb.
Bro.
Then the security started singing this song. Oh, I know him. I like that song. I like his song. So I don't know why. I don't know why he did that.
That's the story of Wale's career. I mean, like literally, if you follow him, like he's always crashing out or in his feelings about something like that. Was just like even J. Cole was like, "Bro, you're blessed. Like just chill out." I mean, literally on the song, J. Cole addressed him was like, "You are blessed. Like, what are you complaining for?" So
he's a complainer. I like him. I identify with him a lot. He's like my size, running back. You know what I'm saying? All that shit.
Short man complex?
Yeah, probably so. Probably so. When somebody challenges him, he gotta, on the nigga. It's like,
you coming to the Derby Bowl this year?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna be off on Sundays. I already made sure. So I'm off this Sunday, but it's Father's Day, so I gotta go ahead and stimulate your local economy. Let's turn dollars with each other. Shout out Max. Shout out my first CEO. Like I said, shut out sack, baby. You know what I'm saying? There's jump shoot. Made well. Made very well. They don't make them like him, these no more. It's light, but I'm telling you, it keeps you really warm, bro. Check my man's out. He has much assortment of different kind of stuff. So, but it has jumpsuits, has tops and the runners. So you gotta check them out. Do my fatherly duties and be celebrated.
My
I'll
cousins
be
are in
there.
it.
Corey,
What did
is
you
that
go
the
to Valor
highlights I
with
saw
Jamil?
last?
Was you before him? You was before him, wasn't he?
He was younger than me.
Okay.
He was younger than me, yeah.
So he was class of what? 14?
Probably.
So did you go to
Something
school
like
with
that.
him?
He might actually been 15 because I think when I graduated he came in.
Okay. So did you go with Snyder? Was you there with Snyder?
He was a freshman when I was a senior.
Yeah,
Okay,
him
so
and Keelan.
Snyder was under him. So not Snyder. Jamil was under them, one under them, so you went to school with him.
Right.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Jamil?
So
Lil Jamil?
Yeah.
That's my sister. That's my sister's in them. That's my sister in them. My sister graduated what? 17? No, when she graduated? 17 or something like that. So that's Jamil. They called him Chocolate Drop.
okay.
Too much information.
No, that's what the Ballard kids called him. That's what the
Really?
Ballard kids. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't say that. I was the Ballard kids at the time. I was like,
With
what did I
me,
say? I think it was the Kevin Hart, chocolate. You know what I'm saying? It's the being funny type shit.
But it was a guy. This is random as fuck. So you know I deal cards over at the boat. This one dude said, when you give me 21, I get bricked up. Like,
Oh,
bro.
come on. Hey, come on, dog.
Then he looked at the table like, was that too much information? I said, yeah, bro. That was too much information.
Yeah, I know
it's
I
way
thought
too
the tables
much.
He was
was
a black guy from didn't know what he was doing. He said, I play on my phone and play on Grand Theft Auto. And he said, yeah, give it to me, baby. Give it to me. And I gave him 21. He said, yeah. I said, what? When you give me 21, I get bricked up. I'm like, yeah, bro, you might need some help. But it's some damn playing cards distraction. You might need some help, my boy.
He thinks he's in GTA. You know how the side characters be saying some crazy shit when you
Random
walk past
shit.
them. You be
Right.
like, that's what the side characters be saying when you play blackjack or something.
But
don't say that.
that's an interesting job, I tell you.
I'm sure you enjoy yourself.
I love myself. You meet new people. Every once in a while you get some. All jobs got their bullshit, but for the most part, I love it.
Of course. Just how much bullshit are you willing to deal with?
Yeah, all jobs got the BS. Like it's just like you say, what you willing to put up with.
And yeah, we'll get into these, but yeah, tell the other Brandon for we like to have them, and we can do a big wrestling segment. We do wrestling top fives.
You want to wait till like SummerSlam?
We can do that around.
Or
You think he's cool with that?
I think SummerSlam, AEW, did they have something big in the summer?
They got All In July 12th. That's their
Where they
big
doing it at?
WrestleMania. It's in Texas. So, but yeah, we can do that for sure. What y'all want to start with?
Let's start with 5 athletes without a ring. Are we going to X-Men? I think we can do Samuel Jackson for last.
That's cool.
We can do Rings, Mutants, Samuel.
All right.
You want me to kick it off?
Kick it off.
All right. Top 5 athletes without a ring. Number 5, Randy Moss.
Got it back.
I wish my man would have got a ring. Looked like his best chance would have been with Brady. It didn't happen, obviously. I mean, they was putting up stupid numbers, but it is what it is. Number 4, my guy, part of the reason I became a fan of the Mavs, Steve Nash. With the Mavs, he was cold, got traded to the Suns, took his game to a new level, got a couple MVPs, never got that ring though.
Wrongfully MVP. That's a different conversation.
That's a different conversation. He got him.
Oh, yes.
But I ain't gonna disagree with that. Number 3, AI, Allen Iverson. He revolutionized the game, in his own way. Led a team of nobodies, literally nobodies, to the finals, and they were just outmatched. But I wish he would eventually got him one, even as the man, or when he was start bouncing around. Wish he lucked up and just got him one, but didn't happen. Number 2, Angel McCoughtry from Louisville.
Wow. Nice. Oh, wow.
I had to give some hometown love, and especially because I didn't know this. She played in the WNBA finals 4 times and did not get a ring.
And then she play in the championship against UConn and lost here.
Did we make it?
Before.
I thought she made it to the championship. I could be thinking of the wrong team.
Championship.
I thought she made it to the championship though, one of her teams.
Can you look it up, B?
The one with Candace.
Candace Bingham. She
Yeah.
went to Baylor, didn't she?
I want to say so. They could have been. It could have been the Final Four, but I thought we made the championship.
B's fact checking it up. I
Yeah,
got
definitely. I'm gonna make Lil Chris become our producer. Like I'm gonna need you to do something, nigga.
That has to hurt though. 4 times and you just could never get it done.
I bet Angel McCautry just like dropped like a music video.
She did.
I ain't gonna lie, it was iffy. She had that one ceiling that lights up that everyone was like, "Y'all need to retire this." You know which one I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
You see?
So
So that's 5. I know you don't like us talking.
What ceiling is
about-
this? What ceiling? What you talking about? I'm gonna miss that.
What?
It got them long LED lights on them.
Like the star ceiling.
Okay, you know the music. They said that the rappers kept using this same place that had these square ceiling with the lights on it, and they said they keep using it. They said if you niggas come out with this ceiling one more time, y'all have used
Tetris
enough.
The Tetris ceiling.
Yeah, it's the Tetris ceiling. Yeah, it's just like a square, just like light up ceiling. I'll send it to you. But she was in there to retire it.
All right, number 1. He still has a chance, but as of right now, he does not. My guy Lamar Jackson. That if I could pick one athlete to win a chip right now, it's Lamar Jackson. Literally.
So he still has 10 years.
He does, but as of right now,
that's how great you think of him.
As of right now, he doesn't have it. Last year, they had a good chance. What's his name? Andrews that dropped that pass. I'm like, I can't even believe y'all still on Lamar's nuts about that because I mean, what more do you want him to do? He handed you the ball basically for the game winner, and you dropped it.
And he fumbled like the possession earlier. Didn't he? He's all fucked around.
I don't talk bad about fellow Marks.
Good rule, man.
All right, that's my list though. Like I said, heavy on the hometown of the last 2. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I got my top 5 without a ring. I got Karl Malone, even though he's a piece of shit person. He's a foul guy. You already know, but I'm not gonna go into that. Karl Malone, you know,
not funny.
I guess Jordan, and he couldn't get him one with the. And I was looking back at that Lakers series. They got their asses handed to them by the Pistons. They was heavily favored.
No,
asses handed.
No, I was a Lakers fan. You know how upset I was.
Yeah,
it was like an avalanche.
Yeah, real talk. Dang. Number 4, Charles Barkley. Number 3, Dan Marino.
Okay.
Number 2, Melo.
All right. I knew he'd be on somebody's.
Yeah, Melo. And number 1, AI. He's just revolutioned the game. Everybody was trying to rock braids like him, and you know.
Yeah. Ain't mad at that.
Man, that's tough. Let's see. Number 5, greatest athlete of all time, Bo Jackson.
I was about to say Barry Sanders, but yeah, that's what I meant.
Don't be skipping. Don't be jumping forward. I don't know. He's I would say he is like unanimous. The majority of people think he's the greatest athlete of all time. So I have to go with Bo. Number 4, somebody who's kind of like Angel. He lost at least 3 or 4. I think he lost 4 too. Jim Kelly, the Buffalo Bills. That whole squad. That's tough.
Around the time we were born.
That's tough. So I had to put Jim Kelly up there, not just because he's the greatest, but that's heartbreak. That's real heartbreak. You gotta keep going year after year, and you gotta keep making it. That's ass. So number 3, Barry Bonds, because I'm pretty sure he's like the greatest statistically, and I'm kicking the steroid shit to the side. So number 2, I know, right? Number 2, we're gonna keep it Berry. Holly Berry. Nah, I was playing. Yeah, Berry Sanders though. Berry Sanders. Definitely. That's my favorite running back of all time. I was never that fast though. So I don't know why he's my favorite, but definitely my favorite. And then number 1, I gotta go chalk, they say. Allen Iverson. Definitely my favorite basketball player.
Was they all my number ones?
He was 3 for me.
He was 3 for him. So top 3.
Big.
And I wanted to put Melo up there, but he got him a college championship and he got him a gold medal. So it's kind of like, you still the shit, nigga.
Yeah.
You still the shit.
Real quick, did y'all see Michael Beasley call him out?
Yes, that was gonna be one of my things.
Seen it.
Melo said he ain't doing it, and people say, "Oh, you ducking smoke."
No, he's smoking. That's his problem. Whatever
Right.
strain he's on, wait till his re-up. He'll act differently. He's smoking very heavy on whatever he's smoking. Wait till his re-up. There's gonna be some sativa. He's gonna calm down. The indica got him. You feel me?
You talking about Beasley?
Yeah. Yeah, Beasley.
Oh, right now, listen,
Beasley
I
would have
think
to beat Joe Johnson in order to play Melo.
the only thing that feel like Beasley will have a chance is because I don't know how good of shape Melo is in right now, and Beasley's obviously still he ain't NBA, might not be NBA ready. I don't know, he might be, but I don't know if Melo is in that shape.
He
You know
wasn't
what I
in the
mean?
best shape when he was playing.
Right.
I still think he's
But
gonna get Michael. I
he's
still think
still,
Michael Beasley can't stop him. I don't think
yeah, he's still the one-on-one king. Him or KD.
Melo's fucking huge. He's huge. Y'all forget it. He's huge. I've seen that nigga
He
in
is.
person. I saw him out at the fairgrounds when his son was here.
Really?
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
He is huge. He about 6'9".
Imagine him in high school. You come out on the court at Oak Hill, you got to guard this motherfucker.
Right.
He kind of look like Rashad for real. That's what a nigga kind of look like.
A much, much taller version.
Stretch him out.
Top 5 X-Men. I'll start this one off.
Yup.
So, number 5, Mystique. The blue girl that can change, the different shapes.
Mm-hmm.
Number
Dope.
4, this is my personal favorite. He could have been number 1, but his powers ain't strong enough. I kind of judge it about strength of powers. So, Gambit. I love Gambit.
I'll
I
mess with
heard they was
Gambit
coming
too.
out with a movie. Gambit, I don't know if that's scrapped or whatnot. Number 3, Wolverine.
Okay.
2, Magneto. And
Okay.
number 1, Phoenix. Jean Grey's
Jean.
alter ego.
Yeah.
I feel that. That's if you're going off power, definitely your list. And you would have to put not have to, it's your list, but Professor X is very strong too.
Uh-huh.
We should have made each other come up with like your 5, like that you had to ride with, like in a battle type shit. That's, you feel me? Something like that. But because his 5's pretty hard, just straight up.
I mean,
that's
you're
a pretty
talking
hard
X-Men
5.
mutant.
I mean, of course, he has 2 of the top with Jean and Magneto, but still having like to offset it with the physicalness and regeneration, Wolverine, and just like Mystique. That's just a tough 5. That's a tough mutant 5, right? You don't give you problems. Anybody.
Top 5.
I did mine kind of my favorites more so,
Me too.
not necessarily the strongest.
Gotcha.
So I go ahead and kick us off. Number 5, I got Storm. She's very powerful, and then to be able to just change the weather, and she has other powers besides like controlling weather too. Like so.
Yeah.
Number 4, Jean Grey. I mean, if we talking pound for pound power, she's probably number 1. Can't nobody fuck with her, but yeah, she's number 4 on my list. Number 3, Mystique. She, like you said, can change into anybody she wants, can mimic their voice. She's actually strong and good at fighting. Like, I mean, that's dangerous actually to be able to, be turned into whoever you want. You can go through life
If I had that power, I would be slaying niggas bitch. I wouldn't do no type of positive. I would be sleeping with everybody's wife. I'm shifting into LeBron one night. I thought you was in Golden State playing. Well, no, baby, I'm here tonight. You know, I would just be just a
Bro.
huh?
And then you could, let's say you do turn into LeBron. Like, imagine, like, I want to see how it feels to be able to just dunk and, you know, do all this different stuff. You know, I want to be Steph, see how effortless it is to shoot, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Number 2, Nightcrawler. I already told y'all, Nightcrawler. I love that power that just disappear and appearing where you want to. I probably would have robbed a couple banks. I probably would have, you know, I've been to the top of the pyramid. They did do that in, yep, right. But stuff like that, that's what I would be on. Like, where y'all want to go? Like, I mean, we can go there for an hour and I'd bring y'all right back.
No. So there's, to do a little prequel, does Jumper on our next list, does Jumper hit any of y'all list?
You said who?
Does Jumper hit? He don't?
I love the movie. I do. I just didn't necessarily make it Samuel like standout performance movie.
I just put my top 5 movies that Samuel was in. I ain't even gonna lie.
I feel that.
Okay. I did a little bit of both.
Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe one of them at least. He was acting his ass off.
Hey, we'll get to it. I ain't gonna. We'll get to him. Number 1, Magneto. From his power, like his actual mutant power, to how strong he is, to his way of thinking, his message. He's on some Malcolm X shit.
I know.
Like, Magneto's the man. Like, so
Magneto
I just wish, I guess, him and Professor X didn't fall out. But I guess you ain't got no choice with their different opposing minds, how they think. So, yeah. But yeah, Magneto's that man, especially in those, when they went like X-Men First Class and they went back in time and did those, like when they started. Oh, he's on another. He
killed all them people with the goddamn, his daughter's pain. Hit all in the juggler. That was cold right there.
It's a bad motherfucker, boy.
In the ones when we were kids, didn't he take iron out of motherfuckers' blood? He killed him. He was like, you ate too much iron today. I was like, God damn.
In X2, that's probably the best X-Men movie. He had Mystique transferred to a hot blonde, and he met the security guard at the bar the night before, and he with an iron shot and took it right up out his ass. Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy though, because like Mr. M, I think is his name. He's the only other nigga who can do shit like that. Like change the cells and shit within cells. I'm like, that's some crazy shit. You take the iron out of a nigga's blood, boy. God damn.
Got no chance, bro.
That's a mutant right there. That's a mutant. Show me a mutant. That. For real. All right. So number 5 for me, y'all may have not heard of her. Miranda Leevald. Stacey X is her name. Now, she's not in like the movie series, but she's basically the pretty woman of X-Men. She started as a sex worker. She was a black chick. She's from Texas. Hey, her story's wild. Her story's pretty wild, but it's literally like almost. Her name's called Stacey X.
Stacey X. It's like a porn star.
Thank you.
I'm reading her little thing.
I just had to throw her in my top 5 because I'm like, that's wild. That's wild to create a character like that.
Stacey X.
She was really into that shit. You feel me? The X-Men like came and saved her when they was doing some mission and she was at a brothel or some shit. Some mutant brothel.
Yes.
That's just crazy.
It says her power is to manipulate people's body chemistry through touch.
So she's a queen of pheromones. So at first, she could just like control that shit.
Yeah, I guess that make niggas horny.
Could you imagine? That's got to be the greatest porn star of all time, right?
Right.
I guess. Go on there and get the job done quick. God damn it. God damn it, X. This is an hour-long shoot. We got 6 seconds of footage.
Stacey Steffens. That's a nice. So I had to put her in the top 5 just because of that.
I got to look her up.
Number 4, Legion. Professor X's son. Only reason is because, like, how can you pull, like, all these different personalities with these superpowers, though. That shit's crazy. Like, fuck having different personalities. You got different superpowers with the personalities.
But Facts X had a son?
That's
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I didn't know he had a son.
I don't know if, you know, some of it's just comic.
Yeah.
I just think that's hard. Just like, come on now, fuck. Like, I can just get in my bag of superpowers. That's crazy. That's crazy. Beast Boy, but with superpowers. That's some crazy mutant
It's
shit.
almost like Split, the movie, where he
That's what
changing his body chemistry changes, his mind, like
everything. So I had to put him up there. 3, I put Wolverine. I had to put Wolverine. I don't know
classic.
why. Solid classic.
I think he's the mascot. I mean to cut you. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's what I'm like. When I think of X-Men, I ain't gonna lie, it's synonymous. It's like, you know, and it's almost like he's simple amongst the mutants too, type shit. Like, because once you start getting so high, these mutants start these niggas is doing time distortion and reality. Wolverine just get to it. You still get with it, nigga. So fuck with that. Magneto's my 2. Because Jean
Enough
Grey's
said.
because Jean Grey's my 1.
All right. So
That's
I'm top 2.
those are my favorites. There's
Yeah.
so many other powerful motherfuckers I want to put up there, but I'm like,
1, 2, 3
they
was
my
the same.
favorites. Huh?
I 1, 2, 3 was the same. But I had Phoenix. Phoenix is Jean Grey. That's the alter
That's
ego.
what she like
Goes
conjures
to that.
ends up finding that shit. Yeah. I would have to. Yeah, I'd lean towards Phoenix type shit. Yeah, because that's where she really get her crazy powers.
She can't control that shit though.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why I be warning. Don't be astral projecting and meditating and doing DMT and just be thinking how this going.
Get away with it, nigga.
Think you ain't gonna get kicked out of that motherfucker about the mom.
Exactly.
Shit,
All right. Who want to start?
I can. All right, so honorable mention: The Great White Hype. 5, Mo Better Blues. Like I said, mine is gonna be more of like his top move. You know, I know he wasn't. Shit, he probably wasn't even top 3. That was Denzel, Wesley, Spike, but he was in that bitch. You feel me?
It's all
And
good.
that cast is crazy though. That cast about 12 deep. So they're like John Calipari when they was platooning. That's what they look like.
Platoons coming in.
Spike Lee was platooning niggas back in the day, nigga. But they caught on to what he was doing. They said, "Nah, we got to fuck this up. Bring Denzel with us, nigga. Hold on. Bring Denzel with us." All right.
Right.
4, Deep Blue Sea. Y'all gonna be mad at me for that one. Ah,
Nah, I love that movie actually. I
me
ain't gonna
too.
lie to you.
I think the movie is trash. It's trash, but it's hard. I don't know why.
Exactly.
It's
At the
so
same
hard.
time.
You know it's trash, but in your heart it's hard, bro. So LL Cool J, he was ugly. He was the
None
chef.
of you niggas.
He was the chef.
None of you niggas bet not have snakes on a plane though. Look at Marcus like it's my day.
Oh,
I debated that hard though.
my honorable mention, but it didn't get in my top 5.
I debated
Tired of
it
these
hard
snakes on this motherfucking plane.
When I seen the trailer of it, I thought it was a troll. Like I thought it was
Right.
Give me like 2 seconds, so I'm right back.
You good? He said he thought it was a troll.
No, I
Niggas
did
wasn't even
too.
trolling back then. They didn't even have a word
Right.
for trolling back then.
He
He knew it.
like-
He had a That's So Raven moment. That nigga said, that nigga said, hold on. That nigga flash forward. Orlando Brown was sitting next to him. Nigga was like,
Orlando Brown.
he was over there rapping that new Wayne. Squish, 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 nigga.
That new Wayne, bro. Get out of here.
I promise. I ain't gonna say I promise. I think with better production, Orlando Brown can make that kind of album. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Bro.
He's talented. Orlando Brown's talented.
No, he is. He
He's
is.
talented. He's like if Jamie Foxx was on drugs.
Jamie Foxx went down the black hole, the rabbit hole.
He did though, but he came back out the other side. Nigga
Exactly. Somehow. Nigga, I don't know. Motherfuckers don't come back from that. And he did.
Him and Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan got paid.
Oh, we talk about niggas who came back from the other side. Not everybody comes back, nigga. If you said Jamie Foxx and Tracy Morgan. That's oh shit. All right. Deep Blue Sea was my 4. Do the Right Thing. It's my 3. Number 2, Coach Carter.
Right.
Coach Carter. That's what he's most synonymous with for me in my head. And then I should have put Star Wars in my honorable mention. But number 1, Goose. Like I said, movie. But I don't know why. Don't get me wrong, I've liked a lot of Django and stuff. But I don't know what about that character, OG in the shop, keeping them out of trouble. I don't know why. I just when I think of old shit too, like besides Pulp Fiction and shit like that, I do think of his character in that too. So
Okay.
yeah, it's my top 5 movies that Samuel's been in, not necessarily his acting.
I
Want me to
feel
go?
that. Yeah, you got
Get
it.
it?
Let me take a sip of my cup. BigandLazy.com. Get all your merch.
Go get you something.
So I got a couple other mentions. Snakes on a Plane, Jungle Fever,
I know I missed something.
Jungle Fever. Okay, that's it. That's my honorable mentions. All right, number 5, Fresh. Number 4,
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction. Number 3, Incredibles.
I was thinking about it. Frozone.
Yeah. Number 2, A Time to Kill.
Yeah, I thought about that too. No Good Deed as well.
And number 1, Negotiator. I love
Okay.
Negotiator. Pretty good one. But yeah, that's all classics right there. Snakes on the Plane, like, it's so cheesy. It's a good movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
Snakes
is
on the
though.
Plane. What is this movie about? Snakes on the plane.
Snakes
Like,
on the plane, nigga.
I don't.
You're gonna fuck around, make me go watch it again.
That's what I was about to say. Like, if you just want a movie where, like, I just want Samuel L. just to fuck some shit up and to scream at some shit, get my blood going. That's a good one.
He has a deep ass catalog. You already told me that, but as I was looking, I was like, God damn.
You know he acted on Broadway too, so let's not even get into that bag.
Crazy. All right, here we go. My 2 honorable mentions. I got Soul Men. That's with Bernie Mac.
I was wondering if I was gonna be on somebody's. I mess with some.
Yeah. And Hateful Eight. I love me a Quentin Tarantino.
That was a good. That's what I forget. That was a good. It's
Yeah.
long as fuck, but it's good.
Like,
Shit.
all right, here we go. Top 5. Number 5, The Incredibles. I love, Frozone in that.
Honey, where is my super suit?
Right. Number 4, Pulp Fiction. I didn't watch that till like I was older. It's a good little movie, obviously. Was that a Tarantino?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 2 Tarantinos on my mentions.
Would it
Get
be
off
a
his
third?
dick, nigga.
What'd you say?
Would it be a third?
Right, get off
Nope.
his. Get off.
Oh, let's take our time.
That is good. That is.
Let's take our time. Number 3, Coach Carter. Like
Mhm.
Marcus said, you see him as Coach Carter. That's his classic. That's his Remember the Titans,
That is.
Number 2, I'm a fan. I got some shit up in the back. Star Wars 3. That's the dopest Star Wars ever. I argue with a old motherfucker about that shit if they want to. But
Remember we were
that's-
kids and we was like, he's soft. He got that purple lightsaber.
Exactly. But then we got older, like that motherfucker's
That's the
probably the
highest
toughest.
frequency.
Exactly.
That's the highest frequency, nigga. Hotel
That's
Marcus.
probably
Look at
the
that.
toughest. You said what?
I gotta check it out. I ain't know it was Star Wars.
Start with
You can
episode
kind
3.
of, I'm about to say, you can kind of watch that one on its own because it shows Anakin turning into Darth Vader.
So that gives you like the baseline of everything.
Before and
when
after.
we were kids, that was the last movie that came out. So we were like,
You're right. Then you have to go back and watch the old ones. Number 1, Django.
Yeah, we knew
it. You already, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
he got him another one in there. He was the good old slave. I don't know what the fuck you want to call him. Dick Rider.
Yeah.
Uncle
They
Tom.
say Uncle Tom, but they said that's historically wrong. They said
Right.
it's more like
Uncle Tom was actually a real nigga, is what
he
they
was
were
actually
saying.
a real nigga. Uncle Tom was actually a real nigga.
But yeah, that nigga cried when Massa died and shit. Talking about Django and Django. But
That
that's
is
my
a hell of a
list.
performance.
It was.
You couldn't pay me enough money to do that on set. I'm on a plantation. You got me crying over this. My ancestors won't allow me to cry. No, I was playing.
I'll give him is probably just his love for acting. He probably
that
thought
what
the
it
same
is?
shit.
For his love of the culture and us and our ancestors.
Yeah, because you ain't got to take the role. You ain't got to take. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come on, man.
Stretching his
So
range, you know.
So does that make him a sellout then?
No. I feel like you was playing a role. It's just a movie. Just a character.
It's touchy. It's a fine line because a lot of people can say that then. Like, how am I a sellout? I'm just doing whatever, my passion.
Well, when Dave Chappelle went on Oprah and had that whole big spiel, and I don't know if I can keep doing this because the representation of my people is not necessarily that the laughs that I'm creating, but it's the laughs that I'm getting back by the people in the room. They're not understanding that why this is funny. The white people aren't.
Well,
look at the
look at the
I'm
Roots.
gonna say to each its own.
So, do you call? Have y'all seen Roots?
Mm-hmm.
You know Fiddler, Lou Gossett Jr. Is he a sellout?
I know you. See, and that's why I said it's touchy.
It's the touchy. Like I think it's just a character. Like I don't.
Me too.
I think it's just a character. You put it on.
I'm messing with y'all, but you know that's how people really feel.
Oh yeah, you're playing devil's advocate. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Because of course I'm like, shit, teachers on. If that's your definition, then just make sure you stay by your definition. Because a lot of times the day comes where you're gonna have to do the same, the same shit you call somebody a sellout for.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's more so what you doing it for. Like, if you're a black man and you're literally in your head like, I hate niggas, so I'm about to go make fun of them. Like, you know what I mean? You can play that same role, but if that's your mindset, then yes, you are a sellout. But if you like, which I don't think Samuel was doing that for that. So no, to answer your question, I don't necessarily think he's a sellout.
I feel like you got to understand people's whole stories because the first black, besides Sidney Poitier, I think it was before Sidney Poitier. I can't think of her name, but she won it for her role as being Mammy. That's where we get like that term from, is her in that role. But a lot of black people, huh?
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, I can't think of her name in real life, but yes, she was the first one to win the Oscar or whatever, black person, right? People were like, "You a sellout? Why you playing that old Southern role? This and that, blah blah blah. You know, you living in California, this and that." She's like, "That's where I come from." It's like this is my life. They're like, you downgrading black people. We ain't all like that, this and that. Next thing you know, she's out in California busting down zoning laws. That's why black people wasn't even getting. That's why black people was able to move into Compton that was all white neighborhood and shit like that. Because of people like her, she was busting down laws that the white communities literally used to have, where black people can't move into our neighborhood because black people bring down the property value. So that's the way that we keep you on y'all's neighborhoods. She busted that shit down. So it's like niggas was calling her whatchamacallit, but then in her real life, that's the reason black people can live wherever they want to.
Damn, I didn't know that.
So we gotta be careful when we call somebody
Viola Davis, something.
Hattie McDaniel.
Patty. There you go.
Hattie. With an H.
Hattie.
Yeah.
Hattie. Yes. Yeah. So her whole story. Henry Louis Gates has a series on PBS called The Great Migration. I think it's good because it explains how black people get from being in the South as slaves to all these different places: Detroit, New York, Harlem Renaissance, California. How we get everywhere. It's pretty good. And it explained Hattie McDaniel and how she did all that. She was one of the people who migrated from the South and went to California, created a better life for us. So be careful who you calling sellouts, black people.
That's right.
Hey, I just seen this right now. AB is wanted for attempted murder.
Come on, live?
Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
Wow. He's a fucking idiot.
Hey, put money on a Trump pardon. I'm not gonna tell y'all again.
Where at? What city?
I don't know. The picture, keep in mind this is a Facebook picture. So I ain't did no type of research. I don't know nothing else besides that.
I figured that'd be on my ESPN alerts. Only alerts I've been getting for the last hour was how got fucking Bitcoin and other shit is just dropping like.
I know that shit is
buying the dip.
Right.
Yep,
that's when you buy.
That's what I'm about to. Mm-hmm.
You see, people that know what they're doing, they buying the dips. The people who try to catch on the bandwagon, they buy when it's high. And those people that bought in the dip take your money. You make them money.
Yep. That's how it goes.
So
Don't be a
buy
sucker
in
for
the
love.
dip.
Don't be a sucker for love. I gotta make sure this Antonio Brown.
Y'all, next we gotta do Will Smith's top 5. We gotta do.
All right.
Put it down, Will Smith.
I make sure I write them all down.
Wild Wild West is equivalent to Snakes on a Plane.
That's a good assessment.
I'm not gonna lie. Even as a kid, I thought that movie was ass.
Wild Wild West.
I just thought it was trash. That little machine, that little James and the Giant Peach machine that they had, that shit was trash.
Yeah.
So you say look up the Cabbage Patch theory behind James and the Giant Peach? Like, that's one of my favorite fucking movies. Like, I can.
Hey, S. Marcus is like his. If he could do a study,
I can find the video.
If he could do a study on that shit and present it in front of people, he would do it.
James and the Giant Peach?
All that Cabbage Patch.
Okay.
It's crazy, man. It's just so, you know. Oh, no.
I still salty about that 2K game I lost earlier.
Bro.
Stop fucking with this. Stop fucking with that computer, man. And on my team, dog.
It wasn't a computer. It was a guy. It was just another human.
I don't believe it. The Nazis?
See?
Nazis and who'd he say was?
Gorgie.
Yeah, Gorgie and little Giannis.
He's trolling.
This is why I don't play no more. I stopped at the one with shit. I forgot. It was like 20. I have not bought a 2K since.
Do you think
don't play?
Do you think the microtransaction market has messed up online competitive play?
Ruined games.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we all on the same page there, because that's my problem with 2K and not even a lot of games, but specifically 2K and online competition.
Bro, I'm not a gamer. Like I was telling Lil Homie when I was playing, I'm like, dude, I bought 2K up to maybe like 12 or 13. I just stopped playing games. Then I got back into gaming Fortnite around like 18, got me in there like about a year or two, and back. So I left it alone again. Then COVID broke down. That's the only time I made a mod player during COVID. And I ain't bought a 2K since then, but I just bought a PS5 thinking GTA 6 is about to come out. So I bought 2K just bored. Bro, like, that was the most fluky shit I ever seen in my life. I'm still mad, bro. You know them games when you lose, you just cut the game off and just roll over.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I can't play no more.
I was about to say, I was such a sore loser. I cut that motherfucker off before it's over.
Exactly. Once you figure out you about to lose, yeah, fuck that. Don't bring that negativity into my PlayStation.
Real shit.
We take a break from recording right now because we got it's heavy in the vault. Shit. One a week here, we might not hit the 2 mark until what, mid-July? Where we about 5 or 6 now? So it's probably about mid-July. Niggas is writing me. Y'all can get on and go, hey, but there was like 2 episodes left in the vault. Something like that. So I don't know. We're taking a little bit. We're working hard. And you know, Sundays is for the Dirt Bowl.
Hell yeah. I'm like I said, I'm getting down there. I might get down there early. Nah, I might get down there early this week. We'll see.
They loaded too. Like, ain't no Newberg's gone. They broke up. They low key lifestyle now. And they business as usual. Martez, you know Martez down. His team they dissolved. They he's on I think he's on Park Hill now. I think he's running with, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's running with he's running with somebody. It's either Park Hill or Jewel Park. Yeah, it's crazy this year. Like a lot of teams dissolved and made like super teams type shit, and niggas get suspended 2 games. It's crazy.
What did he get suspended for?
Some people fought some people, so they got suspended 2 games. 2 players got suspended 2 games apiece.
It comes with the territory, though.
Yeah, Tez was at Ballot while I was there.
Yep, he was.
That's the first dude I ever heard of like doing the hellback. That's the first.
Purposely?
Yeah, purposely. Like he was in 8th grade with me. I'm like, he said, I'm failing this year. I'm like, because he was a smart guy. I'm like, why you ain't doing, I'm failing. I'm like, why? So I can be ahead of everybody next year. I'm like, head of who? I'm like, What did you do? What's the purpose? So I could be, this is because he was class of '04 of Westport. I guess he supposed to be class of '08 high school, but I guess he got held back. He was '09. So yeah, that was the first nigga that ever did a help. To my
He
knowledge.
was 09.
Yeah, because he was '08 with me. I'm like,
Was 09.
he said, I'm failing on purpose. I thought he was joking. I'm like, for real? He said, yeah, man. So I can have an advantage next year when I go to high school. I said, I
I
guess.
never knew that.
Yep.
And niggas like me, I'm over here playing freaking. I was in college at 17. So that's why I'm like, I started as a sophomore against Central. It was like Ridge. What was his name? Mr. Cobble. If anyone knows Mr. Cobble, Mr. is one of the coldest interior linemen I have ever played against in my life. He was throwing me aside like a fucking ragdoll. I had just turned 15.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. was committed to UK.
Yeah, they had a good run there for a minute.
I
Who'd you play for?
still scored on their ass.
Who'd you play for?
Manual.
Okay, that's right, man.
They was beating our ass. And that was a cold defense too. Like we couldn't get much going. Man didn't break early. Nigga, we would have been. They was up on us double digits going into like the fourth quarter. I scored a touchdown, middle fourth quarter. I think they fumbled a punt, and we scored again and we won the game.
Y'all won?
Yeah, it was our first game of the season, and Central was cold.
It was.
Central, and that's when they was loaded and had Ace. Ace was a freshman. He was still playing though. He was still playing varsity. He never played anything but varsity.
Ace was. I seen him grow up from a pup. No lie.
That's crazy.
Him and my brother used to go back and forth like who was the fastest, like, and they was like the 1-2 punch. No lie, they third year Pee Wee. They almost won the champ. They would have won the champ, but it's another here or there. They went undefeated, running 2 fucking plays.
Sounds about right.
My brother and Ace was the quarterback, a bootleg around. Like they ran 2 plays the whole season.
Yeah, I've seen him do some crazy shit to some really good people, to some Ace and of course Flea went to Manual too, and they were the 1-2 punch at the Yellow Jackets when they got older. But was your brother his age, Ace's age?
They played for the Jets all their years.
Yeah, because Flea was at the Jets too.
They last year as senior, the Yellow Jackets left the league, right? And I don't know, it's maybe about 2 or 3 weeks into practice, and they just quit practice, quit in the middle of practice, went to the Jackets. Like that wasn't KD going to the Warriors. That was some shit right there, bro. That was almost like Hulk Hogan going heel. That was like Hulk Hogan going to the. Bro, that was just hurt. That was like a gut punch. You know what I mean? Like that was some good times, man.
I know we was barely 2 old differences, but like I promise, them playing against us at Hikes Point, that would have been some of the greatest football. Like whether it was with them when they were with the Jets or them at the Yellow Jackets, because once we left, they beat the shit out of Hikes Point. So they was cold. But if we would have played them, like your brother and shit, that probably would have been some of the greatest football I ever played.
So you played with Hikes Point? Did you play with Justin Green?
He was barely older than me.
Okay.
Because even though I was a grade older, everybody, Devontae and all them, I was really the age of 2012, even though I graduated 2011.
So who was it? Was it Newburgh Patriots? Was the Newburgh Patriots? Wasn't it?
It was still the Patriots before they went to Highview.
No lie, we was undefeated. Like, cause remember we got kicked out. The Muhammad Ali League got kicked out of the Super Classic.
Yep.
So we couldn't go for a while. So we was undefeated. We came talking, and the Newburgh Patriots came down and scrimmaged us. We undefeated. We champs, back-to-back champs. We ain't lost the game in like 2 years. They came down to Cali Park and kicked our asses, dude. They was running a spread. This was like 03. They was running a spread. They beat us like, it was a scrimmage. It was ugly. It was maybe like 40-50 to nothing. Like they just whooped our asses. Man. Like we got something that day. Like real talk.
They were really, really good.
They was.
They had a lot of really good play. They had a lot. Middletown was probably our toughest games, but talent-wise, I always thought that the Patriots or Highview, they just had the talent. They had
a bunch of niggas.
They just
A
didn't.
bunch of niggas.
Yeah, because then they'd have niggas like Big Dre, Big Andre Payton shit. Like, what are you supposed? You have to literally run around him.
Yeah.
Like he's 300. We were peewees, and he was 300 and some pounds, dog.
Did he make
Just
it somewhere?
clog up the middle.
He played somewhere. He went down to Texas somewhere. He's doing good. He's back here coaching.
Is he coaching?
Yeah, but shout out Big Dre. He's somewhere coaching. My mama saw him not too long ago. So shout out to him. But today had everybody, man. Beach, Jarrell. I don't know. That's so many. It was loaded. Fuck loaded. So, but Middletown though.
Start coaching by
Chris Dow.
They told me I need to come back to Hikes Point and coach. What's his name? Coach Sanchez, his brother, Coach Jackson. He was like, "When are you gonna come back and help us?" And I was just like, "Look,
light-skinned Coach Jackson."
That's a headache.
So I was like, "Look, I go off on a kid." And he was like, "That's what we need." And I was like, "I don't know.
Coach Jackson.
I'll go off on a parent. I'm a fucking bitch like a parent.
Right, that too. Marcus, you remember how old was we got offered the head coaching job at Coach Taylor for basketball?
Yeah, we was in like college. We got offered the coaching
Really?
job.
I swear, like, and she was dead serious, and we was like, I said the same. I don't know, especially back then. I was like,
in elementary school.
I don't know.
Basketball's too hard of a sport at elementary school for everyone.
How did that come about? Y'all just stumbled across a head coaching job. Like, how does that?
It's our old teacher.
Oh, okay, I got you.
She
Y'all ever
still
learned about
taught
coaching?
there.
Because I just signed up to coach travel baseball. I don't know shit about baseball, but the coach asked me to help him out, so I said, "Fuck it."
You'll learn quickly. The hardest part's the rules.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking rules, but yeah, you'll like it.
And I'm gonna do a PSA. Black fathers, we gotta do better. Cause I was volunteering like my nephew. I ain't got no kids myself, but my nephew, he played baseball this year. And at all the practices, I went to most practices, I went to most of the games. If I couldn't make it, I had to work. I worked nights sometimes. You know what I mean? I couldn't. Out of 15 kids, 15 boys on the team, right? My nigga Dre and another guy. That's the only dads. I'm counting myself, so two really. Two dads the whole season. Not a practice, not a game. I only seen two dads. The whole out of 15 kids. I'm not exaggerating. Two dads, bro. I understand, you might have to work, but you didn't make it to one day. Even the last game of the season where they had the carnivals and the jump houses and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you gotta make it to some.
Yeah, you gotta make it to
got
some.
to.
They made it to the ones I didn't make it to, but who knows? But I ain't seen. We gotta do better, fellas.
I got the opportunity to make more money all the time, but I choose my family over it because you don't get them days back, man. You can make that money back. You can always make money back. You ain't gonna get that time back, man, or opportunities back. So that's the way I look at it. I'm like you. I don't really judge, but at the end of the day, like, not too much good. You just gotta support your kids.
You gotta support your kid. And before we get out of here, have you ever fucked a chick with suicide tracks on her arms?
Whoa! I know.
Oh God, man! I was just thinking about that on the way over here. No lie, man. We always linked up, and come to find out she was crazy. Every time we linked up, it was in the winter. It was wintertime and it was nighttime, so she always had a coat on and shit like this. So, nigga, one morning afterwards, I roll over and I look in her eyes. I'm like, this bitch is nuts. I just see it. It's a that boy, like she's evil, big black eye. Oh shit! I look down her wrist. No lie, both wrists from wrist to elbow. It sliced the fuck up. I'm like, oh, what happened there? You want to be funny? I'm like, oh shit.
I want to be funny.
Yeah, you trying to be funny? Like I was going through something and it ain't funny. I'm like, just asking what happened, baby. Shit, you was going through a whole lot. No lie, from the wrist, like it was like a barcode. And you saying that bitch, what does it say? Worthless. No, I mean, low serious business. And this is when I first learned about this. She was a youngin' too. I shouldn't fuck with her. This is when I first learned about locations. So we laying in bed and I'm like, what is this? She said, you got my location now. so you always know where I'm at. I said, you right next to me, ain't you? What the fuck's going on? She said, nah, when we leave, we always know it. Then she start reaching for my shit. You ain't gonna cut yours on? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, why do you need to know this? So we always know when we each other at, even I'm like, I just said, oh shit. I gotta play it cool to get this bitch. I gotta play it cool. So, everything was cool. Gave her some breakfast, gave her a little party favors, put some weed in the earth. I drop her off. About an hour later, she texts, "Oh, you just gonna fuck me and take me home?" And, nigga, she's
No,
threatening the post. Man, she's doing the most, bro. I calls her mama. I said, "Hey, your daughter's won't leave me alone. I know she's crazy, Brandon. I know. She just be patient with her shit. I done blocked about 10 numbers. She's emailing, cash out me. Just
Holy shit!
just doing the most, boy. So
You scared now?
I'm
Cause
terrified.
that's some scary shit, bro.
It is. She's threatening the police. I do a little something. She's like, I know what you do, and you ain't gonna do it no more. I'm gonna fuck your life up. You just not gonna fucking take me home. And we were supposed to go to the movie. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So that's my little story. Crazy chick story, man. That was a long
Woo.
time ago. That's that gut feeling. If you go with your gut's gonna tell you right. Everything in my fucking body was telling me not to fuck with this crazy. Man, she ain't, there's something was telling me not to fuck with her, but you know how it is. Temptation's a motherfucker. You only get dodges. So, you know what I mean? Go with your gut, young guys.
Good advice.
Go with your gut.
and if you have any mental health issues, please call your
Get
closest
looked at.
suicide prevention line. Do not keep calling that nigga. Don't keep calling that nigga.
Dog, that was crazy, dog.
Real shit.
Real talk. That was-
Yeah, she just got mental problems.
and no lying, every so often she'll pop up on a social site. Like I didn't block her on everything, but she'll find another. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Like she'll just randomly pop up on Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck?
He's like Mark Lamont Hill right now. You see what Mark Lamont Hill got pepper sprayed by that lady with mental health issue.
What was that about?
She just ran up on him because she disagreed. He disagreed with something like that. So she pepper sprayed that nigga. And instead of pressing charges, he like helped her get mental help and said that she actually was abused as a child. People were saying that, she was saying something and there was rumors or something like that. And it was like, no, she was actually abused. She was abused as a child. So he's actually like helping her out now.
Why?
I'm not saying you went that far. I'm just saying you got more heart than
His security tackled the fuck out of her. You see that?
man.
Security gave her a nice. He was a little late to the draw, but
He was late. He did
me see.
only go for the pepper spray.
yeah,
But he tackled the shit out of her.
yeah.
She's on for weeks.
Yeah. Wait, she bent back.
Been back paperclip
Yeah,
on
she bent back on it.
that stage,
back
nigga.
up.
She was bent all sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me-
Yeah, you gotta see it. What's it gonna say? That was funny
Yeah,
though.
you
ain't
see that?
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, I would have bounced up once she sees she just nonchalantly just walking up on me. Yeah, I would have got me 10 feet, partner.
Damn, she got Goldberg spirit.
She did.
it?
So do you-
Goldberg is nothing but a mix of Kurt Angle and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I thought about that.
The body of Kurt Angle, because as far as wrestling, he
Right.
can't do. But yeah,
He's not a good wrestler. Who
Nah.
was that?
No.
You watched the documentaries?
Yeah,
The British
definitely
guy.
not
The British guy tried to give him a match, and you know what I mean? The British guy, he said, they told me a 10-minute match, and he almost got hurt. He ended Bret Hart's career.
Bret Hart ain't let that go to this day.
For real.
He hates Goldberg. For real.
Did he really end his career?
Yeah.
He kicked him, and I forgot what it did to him, but yeah, it like cut his career short. And
Yeah.
to this day, he calls him Bill Goldberg. Anytime he's talking about, everybody calls him Goldberg, and then when Bret Hart, he's like Bill Goldberg. If you like, probably go on YouTube and type in the rivalry of Bill Goldberg and Bret Hart, it'll tell you more. But it's just funny. Like Bret Hart has not let that go to this day.
He calls him by his government.
His
Fuck.
government. I want to
Okay.
identify exactly who I'm talking about.
It's
Who was
crazy.
that one guy? You ever watch Dark Side of the Ring?
I have.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's a fanatic. He was It was a real boxing match they held, like a real fighting match. And he
That
was so
brawl
animated.
shit. That brawl shit the WCW had.
No, it was WWE.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They did. It was. They
Yeah,
did
it
real
was,
shoot fights.
yeah. I forgot his name. He's a glasses. He's real adamant about I don't know, he got real big square glasses. He's always talking like he gets real worked up. I forgot his name, but he gets real worked up about wrestling.
Jim Cornette.
I think that's his name. I'm not
It
sure.
sounds about right. It sounds about right. Like, he's silly. Jim Cornette's silly.
He hates AEW. First
He
off,
has to.
he
Isn't
shits on
it's in his
AEW.
contract.
But he also he shits on WWE when he needs to. He's one of those old school ones. So like, but he really
Yes.
hates AEW.
That doesn't surprise me. He's old school. He's synonymous with WWE. WWF probably.
TNA still around, sir?
He's
TNA
probably
still around?
TNA's still around.
Okay.
They have a partnership with WWE.
Oh, okay.
Like a wrestler on WWE NXT
Yeah.
is the TNA World Champion right now.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Even
Like
though
double? He holds double champions? Double? Or are you saying it's synonymous? Like that's TN and
they're
NXT?
still separate, but
Okay. That's what I was about to say. He just has
they're
double.
connected so much right now that a WWE roster dude holds the TNA championship. Even though AEW already did that because they had a partnership with TNA.
I know.
And Kenny Omega was the champion.
Right. Before he came over full time to AEW, correct?
No, Kenny is still with AEW, but TNA.
No, I'm saying he wasn't just AEW. I thought he was like with TNA, then he switched over to AEW. Was he with AEW wrestling?
Yeah, he was like full time.
Okay, I didn't even realize that.
Even though WWE fans will be like, that don't matter. We're not talking about that. I'd be like, all right.
Don't ever do anything outside of y'all's main category of championships and expect for it to be recognized.
Exactly. We're going to get the same pushback.
Was that clip?
I'm on 10% again, fellas.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's been a good conversation.
Yeah, it's dope. I hate I gotta end it.
Are you good?
Man, get you some big and lazy Crocs, man. Big and lazy. I'm definitely gonna order me. I'm gonna order.
How you a big stepper and you ain't got these Crocs?
Man, get you some lemon pepper big steppers, man.
Lemon pepper big steppers.
Real quick, I was doing Instacart the other day.
Yes.
And I had on the big and lazy shirt because I was like, I'm gonna be out here in stores and going to people's houses. So I threw the shirt back on again. So just get you a
Appreciate
little
that,
more.
bro. Appreciate that.
And I'm cooking out this weekend for Father's Day for myself. I'll make that make sense. But
there you go.
I'll have on my big and lazy apron behind me. So,
appreciate that.
Maybe post some pictures.
Yeah, definitely. You put them up, I'll tag them on.
We repping.
We lemon pepper big stepping. And my man's bigandlazy.com. My man's the brands. He's out.
All right, G.
All right.
Love.
Stay sucker free. To all my young black males, you ain't gotta do that shit. Don't matter what the nigga tell you. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Don't give a fuck what nobody gotta say about you, how they feel about you, because it's not gonna change the dollars in your pocket, and you still gonna be you regardless. So if you can handle the shit that you do and you know what I'm saying, the decisions you make, that's on you. But fuck everybody else. Ain't that right, son? Ain't that right? No? All right.